Oh, I need to get rid of this, so I've changed the wheels and put the panel. Excuse me. Change the wheels and put the panels on it. Just so people got a better identify what it can look like when it's done. This is the rear wheel drive Escort. It's got a sapphire rear beam, 7-inch rear diff, front Sierra 2-wheel drive setup on the axle with road jointed TCAs. Tunnel, it's got an RX8 box if somebody wants it. So it's a good project for someone. As it is, sits there, like £2.5 grand. Worth that all day long for somebody who wants a good project, man. So let me know. Afternoon. You can tell Snap-on man's been today, can't you? Fuck, you know, one sec. Yeah. Plodding on with this. Lining up the fronts. Like I said, the manipulation and final fitment is down to the paint shop, the body shop. I'm just doing the initial fitment. So front wings removed. They're like brand new under there. I'll show you when I get the wings back off. But this shell is absolutely like brand new. It's like working on a brand new car. It's lovely. Scratching my head today because I don't know if I told you. Simon's requested we keep the original steel work behind this fiberglass. Well, I usually cut all that off, tub it out. So I'm trying to scratch my head and best. I understand why he wants it for sound purposes and yeah, we can make it so it's not a rot spot, but scratching my head now best to do it. So what I'm going to do initially, I'm going to take that corner off there so this panel slides on. Then I'm going to take the fiberglass off this, so it's like an original. I don't want to step, and then I'll keep the original arch there, and I think I'll start to lineage it off around there and figure out how I can tub it across to this without separating the inner and the outer arch. Because if I can go quite high up, I should be able to weld the inner and outer arch back together. Yeah, it's just a bit of a head scratcher because this was Simon's requested. So Simon, I'm talking about Simon, fucking Jason. Jason's requested, so I've been talking to Simon just so. Yeah, so we'll start off on this side. This is the easiest side, obviously, because this side you got your fuel cap now. This fuel cap needs pulling out to the original. Well, not the original, the fiberglass arch. So I've got a fuel cap metal piece which I'll fix to the fiberglass arch, and that can just be cut around it. I'm hoping to give enough for the neck room to pull out. Don't know if I told you, my quad, built it, used it, modified it, used it, and sold it. So yeah, sold it to a lad. Next week I think he's taking that. So it's good fun, but it's another one I fancy, but I don't know if I'll stay away from him for a bit because I've got enough to do. It was an impulse buy when I purchased it, like, do you know what I mean? Yeah, it was an impulse buy. I've enjoyed it, it's been fun. Jay got me on video yesterday leaving the JMDetails first gear pull, and there was a car in the way. Like I said, first gear, you'll be doing stupid speed on this, so yeah. The Replica, that rear wheel drive one I had, that's gone today. Don't know if I showed you that. That's another left-hand drive one, so I picked that up for the ballroom shell. Yeah, right, see you in a bit. Well, been pushing on today. Started to get this quarter on, look. Nice and flush there ish, so it's just the first fit, and that's where your step is for your cosy, look. So excuse me, I've got no lights on at the minute, I haven't needed to. So obviously I said Jason wants to keep the metal, so gonna do some work in there tomorrow. So hopefully get this quarter finished tomorrow. We've got Pierce here today. Pierce sorting me out of some livery on the Ranger, look. I got, say hello Pierce.
Oh yeah.
There we go. I got Emma and Speech up on the front. And on the back, look. Look at that. How good does that look? Closest colour match we could get. I think it's great because stands out, man. Pops, that does. Pops nice, man. Yeah. Here's your scissors here, pal. I'll put them by this bottle. Yeah, leave them to that. He's got there. You always fuck up when people are watching you, so leave them to it. Yeah, so then tomorrow I'll get this quarter on. Once the quarters are on, like I said, I'll mess with these arches. Then I'll screw these on, side skirts on. Yeah. And then what I need to do is finish stripping this engine bay as well. Because when it goes to paint, I want the bay painted. So get all this crap out of the bay, like old anything that's in the bay, we'll take it out. Doesn't need to be in there. So that'll be painted along with the car. Yeah. Cosy front end, look. Oof. Cosy Replica. On an absolute. See how fast it's flowing along now? We've got a mint shell. Do you know what I mean? The other shell was absolutely fucked, so. But I'm going to take the wheels off the other shell tomorrow, put them on this. So it's just to give me an idea of arch gaps, especially on the back. So I want the wheels to be able to tuck in at the back. I've got to cut the fiberglass as well. Obviously, a lot of replicas have massive, massive arch slips. Like, look at this. So we'll take this off altogether. So it'll be like an original Cosy arch then. Probably leave 5mm on for now. Yeah. Start linishing that back tomorrow as well. Do it outside because cutting fiberglass gets dusty, man. Proper dusty. My friends just offered me a turbo manifold for this as well. The same as this one. Same as this one. So I've just messaged Jason here and see if he wants to buy the turbo manifold for it. Obviously it's going RS2000 turbo. Imagine this Cosy Rep flying with a 450 brake turbo engine. Yeah, be nice, man. Oh, see you in a bit. Morning. Excuse me. Having to jump on this today because my son's brake pedal's gone soft, so I'm going to look over this. I'm going to give it a full service. I could do with the ramp really. So I think I'm going to have a move around. I'm going to bring the Cosy up because I need to get the Cosy on the ramp next as well in the next couple of weeks. So I'm going to put the F2 in my garage, bring the Cosy up, so then I can move this for now. I found one of the copper brake lines on the back has corroded. So I'm going to put full service on it anyway. Brakes, disc pads, oil and filter, plugs, things like that. Yeah, give it a full service. Go over and grab that in a bit. Yes, I need to have a move around. There's always something in there. Yeah, could do without this today. Well, we'll crack on. So, this and pads. So what we've got here. Took a bit of identifying, but torch. It's got a little hole here. Must have been hit by a stone or something because the pipe's not that bad. So stone chip's gone through a bit of the pipe's quite good. So I'll just cut and add onto the pipe. I'll see how far it goes, but I need it on the ramp really. Let's change that pipe. Yeah. So we'll get that moved. Jason's on his way over as well. Who owns a Replica. Yeah, we'll have a move about. See you in a bit. Well, I'm having a bad break today because just moved the F2 down into my garage. Swap places with the Cosy though. The engine's there when it's parked up, so loads of water there, which I'm guessing is just condensation dripping out the exhaust when it's been started. Look, because there's the end of the exhaust. That's full of like watery shit. But then I've got like a brake fluid bit here, and I got no brakes. Yeah, no fucking brakes on the F2 when I took it down to the drive. So yeah, that's another fucking job. So my F2 needs to go on the ramp at some point as well. You forget how good these cars look, don't you? Look at that. Just took it out of the garage. It's been parked away since last year. But you do forget how fucking good looking these cars are when you're not looking at them every day. Look at that. Absolute bad boy, innit? So yeah, I got some work to do on this as well over the next few weeks. I've been invited to a show this summer as well in August. You know, I'm not one for shows and that, but I thought, fuck it, I'll go, like. But I'll take it down the trailer, because can't be asked to drive. Well, we'll see what mood I'm in. It'd be nice to stay overnight, like, and we're dumped in the trailer. But look at that. Absolute fucking awesome looking motor, isn't she? Yeah, so. Yeah. Oh, right. Look at this, parked in there now. Well, I might move this just up there for a bit and get the replica pushed into that gap over there and get my son's car on the ramp, because I've got to change the brake pipe on the back. I could do it with it on the ramp to do it really, so yeah, we'll push the replica into that gap for now. We'll move this up the driveway and we'll get my son's car on the ramp. I'm going to get all the parts for my son's car at 11:30, so yeah, time's it now. 10:05, so hour and a half. Yeah, this could do some sunshine on it anyway. Look at it. Here's a bit of sun. See you in a bit. Oh, there's my lad's car finished. Up there, done. Jason's been here. He was helping press the brake pedal for me, bless him. I'm watching me get frustrated with the rear brake line. So that's Jason's car back up on the ramp. And the cos's in there, look. And she look good. So you can sit in there for a bit. I'll take measurements off that when I'm doing the rear arches. Spoke to Jason. I can cut about what I want actually. He's happy for me to do it my way, because that was the agreement. Like I'll build a replica if I can do it my way. So yeah, I want these, you see, on the back of this car and these arches to mirror a real one. Whereas, like, when you see a replica, they have thick as fuck arches, look. Whereas a Cosy doesn't. They're thin as anything. But there's nothing there. There's absolutely nothing there all the way around. So I want mine to be the same as Jason's. So yeah, like I said, do a replica, do it properly, and then we can have them big 18-inch wheels he's got tucking into them arches, like. Yeah, be nice, man. Well, I'm done for today. I'll be back Monday. I'll try and sort out some videos, man. Try and get some videos uploaded, so I know I haven't put one up for ages, so I'll try and sort some. People have been asking, so bear with me. See you later. Morning. Been cracking on with this side skirts out here, because I've got to turn that into 2 with an end cap. This is the lip. Look. That's what you get on a replica arch. Oh look, there's the original arch. Replica, that was in there. So, take that out, because we want this to be exactly like a Cosy arch. So, and Cosys don't have anything in there, you know what I mean? So, I want to tub this out a bit more. So, basically, by the time this is on there, the tub is only like an inch, and I was going to weld a piece of metal in there, but then because it's only an inch, maybe 1.5 inches at parts, Jay said be better off leaving it, and then once it's in situ it can be fiberglassed in into the tub, because literally like this a thumb's width here at the top. The original tub's about here, and there's like a thumb gap, so there's no point putting metal in there, because he's got to bond this onto the tub anyway, so it will be stronger fiberglassed. Yeah. So one side, and that fitment's quite nice there. Nowhere near finished yet, but yeah. Jay was up here last night having a look at it, like, so there's the arch off this side. Same again. Arch lip removed. Look at that. And that's what replicas have. They have that in there, like. But then nothing like original then, is it? So like I said, tub that again. Jay's gonna take obviously a million pictures of my cuzzy, but at times during the fitment process, my cuzzy will be down at Jay's as well, so we can copy exactly the cuzzy fitments when this is being done. So I was trying to get this side skirt to sit nice yesterday. It does sit where you want it to sit with a bit of force. Jay was like, because I'm not a bodywork man. Do you know, I don't mess about with anything like this. So I'm just getting it the fitment where I want it to save Jay a bit of work. And Jay come up here, looked at him, and went, "Yeah, piece that is Kev. You have to cut this. You have to move that. You have to." I was like, "Oh fucking hell, all right." I was stressing about fitments. I even messaged Raymond going, "I can't get fuck all to fit." And Jay was like, "Yeah, it's fiberglass, Kev. That's what it's like." So yeah, clever lad, Jay. He's like so. These wings I want riv nutted on, so they're removable. So Jay's asked me to put some riv nuts in before it goes to the body shop. So I'm going to put some riv nuts in. I'll buy some proper fitting cap heads, but for now I'll just put some cap heads in. The other ones out of my quad, that's what I'll put on here. Like, I'm going to finish stripping this engine bay. I'm going to take the fuel tank off and drop everything out this engine bay, so the engine bay can be painted. So yeah, I like Jay's attitude yesterday, because he's made it sound very simple. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna swap these doors out as well for the original doors. Wow, tail fits nice, man. That fits like an OE one as well. That's been moulded from an OE whale tail, like so. That fits really nice. I've seen some whale tails on replicas and they're a funny shape, man. Do you know what I mean? That's perfect. OE whale tail as well now. So yeah, pushing on. Get this down to Jay by the end of the week, I think. Obviously Jay won't start working it straight away. It'll be a couple of weeks before Jay jumps on it. He's got jobs on, but it'd be out of here, wouldn't it? It'd be there ready for Jay to start on. Looking at this as well, I'm gonna have to cut a bit here, I think, and a bit there for the make room for the OE style exhaust. Has got to go here. That's in the way, and I've cut the toe and eye off, but I think that's in the way as well. And that's open with a hole in, which it shouldn't be. On the OE bumpers, that's not open, that's enclosed, so I'll get Jay to close that up. We'll open this up and try and get an original cap, because I want to eventually weld in a towing eye into here. We'll put like a thread in here somewhere, so we can have an original towing eye on the back. And we'll do the same on the front. So I've got to try and get, I know people 3D print them, so I've got to try and get the caps so we can put caps in. Obviously I want that to be OE as well. Where's the front one? I can't remember where the front one was. There you go. A mark there, look. Front one goes here, look. So try and get a cap, and we'll put a hole in there and make an original cap to go in there. There's 3 little caps that go under there, but that doesn't matter because they get covered over by number plates, so they're not too important. It's that one. And then I'll obviously weld a towing eye behind there at some point as well. Yeah, I'll swap the wheels today. I'll get the Cosworth replicas on here. Doors swap this week, bonnet fitment this week, and engine bay strip this week. My Cosworth battered me a bit yesterday. I don't know if anybody's been on my Facebook. It's in my head. Had the boot open yesterday. I was having a look. I can't even remember what I was looking at. Something to do with fitment for the rears. So I had my head like here, but on that side, and the boot shut, and yeah, literally cracked my head open badly. Yeah, my head's pretty fucked today. Took a good wallop my head did off the Cosy. Yeah, I'm still healing, man. My head's banging. So if you have a look on my Facebook or Instagram, you'll see a picture of my fucking head. Absolutely banging, my head is. So yeah, I'm taking it a little bit easier today because my head's banging. So we are pushing on. But I ended up in hospital, man. I had to try and get them to stop it bleeding. Like, hospital was moaning, said I should have gone earlier because I could have glued it. But they managed to stop it bleeding. And they said it's gonna scar, but if you see my head, I've got scars on there already, man. Yeah, another little scar ain't gonna fucking hurt, is it? Yeah, but the weather's out, look. Horse weather. So we'll crack on. I'll get this on a different set of wheels, get it towed out in a bit, so that when we, then I can swap the doors over. Yeah, I'm taking my time with it, man. I mean, it's nice that we can push on with it now, do you know what I mean? Remember, couldn't push on with anything like this with the other shell, because we're just chasing rot and rot and rot, you know? We're not chasing any rot now, because obviously this car's fucking mint. Absolutely mint. So it's nice to see it progressing, man. It'd be lovely to see it come back from the paint shop though, wouldn't it? All fitment done properly and that. Looking the bollocks, you know? It would be nice to see it come back. Well, I'll push on, show you some more in a bit. See you later. Morning. Well, no, I think it's afternoon now. Thursday. I didn't come in the shop yesterday, it was Wednesday, so yeah, I can't do every day like I used to. So let's have a day off. So in here today, stripping the bay, servo out, pedal boxes out, all crap loom. I'll just cut it with a grinder, you know, the good loom because it's scrap anyway. Pedal box was a bastard, so I need to take a fuel filter off. I might need to drop the strut to get that brake bias things off. I'm gonna ask Jay to take this off. I don't need this because Jason's engine, basically the RS2000 engine sits quite proud, and there's a bonnet vent here for the Cosworth. People have to modify the vent. I don't want to modify the vent. I'm going to modify the engine, drop the engine down an inch and a half, make another custom mount here, like group A mount go there, group A mount go there, and then make a custom mount there. So you need to make 3 custom mounts. Drop the engine down. Yeah, be worth it. Because you'll have a perfect Cosworth bonnet grills then, bonnet vents. Yeah, so a bit more to finish in there. Get the bonnet off the other shell, put the bonnet on here, and then take it down to Jay's. My son yesterday, again, car's here again. He sprung a leak, just a pinhole in one of the metal matrix pipes underneath the, well, underneath the matrix. It's just a joint of metal pipe, pinhole popped in it. That's all I've done for now. Liquid metal. Put some liquid metal on it. There's only a pinhole down here. So I've took this pipe off, drainage system, put some liquid metal on, waiting for that to go a bit harder. And refill it and see if it holds. If it don't, I'm gonna have to, what I have to do, you see, is take the cool pack off, take the thermostat off, so I can get to this pipe, take the pipe off and weld it. So I could do without today, because I want to get this down to Jay's, JMDetails. So hopefully that'll be sorted today. Yeah, I've had people asking me about YouTube videos. It's nice, I get asked pretty much every post I put up now. People say YouTube videos coming back. Yeah, they're coming back. I'll post some up. I have done, like you would have seen by now, fucking loads. So, loads of videos, just haven't got around to it. You know, since my heart attack, I can't potter around like I used to after. Basically, I've googled it, I've spoke to the GP and that. You'll do a day where you feel fine, and the next day you can't do anything. You just can't. You have to rest, and it's like basically it's your body taking time to heal the heart. Yeah, even though the heart's been repaired with stents and stuff, damage to the heart, your body restricts you from doing stuff. So like yesterday, as much as I wanted to, I couldn't come in here yesterday. Just couldn't do it. So getting my head wrapped around that as well, do you know what I mean? Being bored in the house and chilling, and you just have to take it on the chin, man. Yeah, so I'm back in here today. Like I said, get these strips, get it down to JMDetails. There's no spacers on these at the minute. When they come off the old car, there's 30mm spacers on the back. I've left them off because I want to see what it looks like without spacers before we start messing about. Jason owns it. We're going to get some gas gold coilovers so we can lower it to the exact spot we want as well. I think he had conies on the last show with PI springs, which are new, so you can put those up for sale and get the gas golds on here, so we can get it exactly where we want it then. Yeah, so loads to do, loads for Jay to do, and loads for me to prepare for when it comes back. We brought a nice Sidewinder exhaust manifold for this. Jason's bringing over the intercooler because I want to see where the intercooler fits behind that bumper. So yeah, engine parts are adding up. So we can, basically when it's with Jay, I can probably start the engine build process for this. Whilst it's with Jay, and Jason, who owns this, wants to take parts off that other car, like subframe, rear beam, send them off for powder coating. So when this comes back, it'll have all brand new stuff bolted to it as well. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, see you in a bit. Well, my liquid metal cheat didn't work, so I've had the pipe off. There was a little pinhole in the bottom there somewhere. I've welded it, lynched it off a bit. Bit of a rust proof paint and then black paint over the top, so I'll just let this dry off for half an hour before I chuck it back on. So yeah, that should do the job. Just a little pinhole in there, a pain in the arse, look. Yeah, let that dry off in the weather. There we go, we're loading up. Use Dave to tow it out of the workshop. Battery's flat on my quad for some reason. There you go, bonnet's on. Off to JMDetails, see you in a bit. There we go, look, the magic team, Jan Tig. Yeah, so it's here, dumped off, my job done for now. I'll be coming up and down now to do fucking other bits on it, like get the intercooler and that, like see where it fits on the bumper. A few other bits, but with these two now. Yeah, see you in a bit.